Shalom, shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim HaKakadash. Yahweh be a true name for the Father. Yahweh Shai be named his only begotten Son, the word Igly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, the great millstone, taught us truth and will well, and citation Jehovah like which is truth, honesty, and sincerity. Everybody, what's up? Coaching the list to Spirit Power, Yahweh Shai. It's another Spirit giving you updates of the last days, perilous times we're living in. It's from NBC News, live updates. 5 unalived, including suspect, and 8 injured in church shooting and fire. So, once again, another mass shooting took place at a church. Alright, so the fact that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai allowed this to happen needs to send a signal, a warning, okay, to dive back into the scriptures. Because the Lord is not dealing with modern day Christianity or these churches. And you're going to have a lot of Christians that might come across this video and get offended at that. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. These churches are not doing what the scriptures has commanded. They're not pushing the correct doctrine, not teaching the correct name of the Heavenly Father. And a lot of things have been twisted for a financial gain. So the Lord said, a spirit created for vengeance, okay, to execute judgment upon this particular church, to where not only was it burned down, but he took out, 5 people and injured 8. And, of those that are injured, there could be more fatalities behind that. This is, and for it to make national public news, the Lord wanted many to see this, meaning this is judgment from the Heavenly Father. Okay? This is Acts 7 and 48. It says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith Yahweh, or what place of my rest? Okay, so you can't contain the Lord into a brick and mortar man-made built object. Okay? The Lord doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. And these modern day temples, they don't teach the true name of the Heavenly Father, the prophecies that are coming, who the real Hebrew Israelites are. Okay, the commandments, they tell you that they basically been done away with, and you can do away with the Old Testament and everybody can be saved, of all people and all nationalities. And that's not true. It's a lie. That is a lie. So the Lord allowed something like this to let you know he's not dealing with a modern Christian church. This is Matthew 21:13. It says, and said unto them, it is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Matthew 21:12. It says, and Yahushua went into the temple and cast out all of them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves. And said unto them, it is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. John 2:15. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changes of money, and overthrew the tables. So Yahushai, who the word Igli calls Jesus Christ, here's a side that isn't preached. He was so angry at them using the church for monetary gain, that he came and flipped over the tables, kicked people out, and made a cat of nine tails. That's that scourge of small cords, which was a torture device of whipping, was used against people to punish. So he made one himself. Okay? And he was whipping the people. So this wasn't just no ordinary, event. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus was upset. He was actually putting hands on people and whipping them out of the damn temple. Back then, this would have been called a church. Why? Because they made it into a den of thieves. It was for popularity and monetary gain, to make money and not teach the true word of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So, the Lord isn't dealing with these churches. They don't teach the truth. They teach a feel-good message, a prosperity doctrine to keep the people docile, watered down, and comfortable in the conditions that they're in, established by the United States government, to where there's no revolting, they just cool. And to accept and forgive everything that the enemy and these demons do to them and their families, and to not retaliate because they forgave them. All right, it's a big simp, pushover Uncle Tom spirit that's pushed upon the people that have dived into and have fully accepted Christianity. And the women are doing it too. In a spirit of holier than thou, here they are been ran through by many men, and now all of a sudden everybody else got to be put on a certain type of expectation to what unless you give a contractual government legal marriage to them, you can't have access to them as far as becoming one flesh with what the Lord ordained as what marriage is sex is marriage, not what the government establishes as a legal marriage. But you see how the government has manipulated the truth of the Bible and changes to where the women only accept a government certificate or contract for them to mentally accept that they're married to somebody. But the scriptures say otherwise. You're married to somebody based on the man that has placed his rod inside of you. And that process of him doing that, and mutual love is exchanged, and it was, consent with the woman. The man was courting her for maybe took her on dates, and they both lay down and had sex with each other. Well, if the man said to that woman, hey, look, I don't want you to be a whore no more. I don't want you to be for nobody else. You be for me. And the woman consented to that. Well, they're married. Is that socially accepted, though, as the act of marriage? Hell no, it's not. The only thing that's accepted is an ordained minister that can sign a certificate to be placed to the United States government to lawfully pronounce them husband and wife, which puts the man in extreme jeopardy to get everything taken from him. And if there's a child involved in that exchange, the child to be taken from him and him be placed on child support. So he can completely lose his livelihood, man. It's not a good exchange. Or the woman could be sneaky about it and lie to him about her infidelity and sleep around, have men on the side, and he don't even know about it until years down the road when she finally gets caught. This system is fucked up, man. But the Lord isn't dealing with it, and he's not dealing with the religion that has been created to justify all this wicked behavior that just went into. Because Christianity will put it in the mind of a woman that she's justified in what she did, on how bad she treated a man and put him through all that situation, that she can be forgiven. She just dip herself in some water. It's truly sick. This is Ecclesiastes 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So you can't trust these devils, Esau, Edom, that's in rulership right now. No matter how comfortable they may perceive to make you feel in this wicked kingdom, don't trust them. A lot of brothers in the same spirit I am, man, we just don't trust any women. You know, it's doing a heavy discernment of vetting people out, man. So, Lord's will husbands edify. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us truth and will well. Citation, hope, lectures is truth, honesty, sincerity. Shalom.